Hello everybody, this is again ponkacheese, and I know I have not shared any content in a long time now, maybe half a year or whatnot, but I want to record another game for us. Let's go ahead and start the game of Cities and Knights, competitive on Colonist, and we're waiting for one more player. I want to show us that we are in 4th position in the world. This has been a very competitive season. You can see Alcido and Raymond are just way ahead of everybody in the world. Um, I actually was recently in 3rd, but I lost a few games, and let's see what we can do. Let me show us some strategy to win this game. Let's do our best to actually run this game. I won't talk too much. I'll just try to play and follow my moves, comment on anything you would have done differently or that you agree with and like. And overall, let's have an amazing and fun game. All right. So we're going to be placing last. Honestly, that's my favorite way to start Cities and Knights, because we get the first city, okay? Having the 4th and 5th being the 5th placement will be our first city, and then the 6th, 7th, and 8th are the cities as well, right? So where can we do that city? I don't think we'll have access to some good spots, but let me think a little bit about it. I like the 6-11-3 for the city. We'll get some ore actually and sheep that will help us with saving the city by building a knight. And we'll have a nice strong city on the 6th wood. I doubt that spot would be taken right now in the 3rd positioning. Okay, if I was 3rd positioning, I would right now take 10-8-5. That's what I would do. And actually, if we're going, I will take that as 4th, and this is 5th. That's what I'm pretty sure I'm going to do now. Also, I'm thinking about being a little bit more defensive, so we are able to do what we were planning to do. That's nice. Let me think, though. What happens if I would do this spot at the 2nd, right? I mean, the next one. This, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this one, because we need some to move around and navigate, as you can tell, right? And I'm going to take it to the right, the road. Because if I go up, maybe the 2-5 will be open right here, but not the 9-2-10, because 9-10-11 will probably be taken. Okay, so let's go this one right, and we'll get maybe the wood port or the ore port, and just in general have 2 settle spots that nobody will probably take right now. And this is what I'm probably thinking of doing, but where does the road go? Definitely not left, right? Maybe down, because who thinks somebody will take the 6-12-11? I think maybe. But definitely not right. So see, this is the thing with a spot, is that we do need the sheep. Would we do this or would we do this, right? That's the question. And it's a good one. It's just we need the ore, and it's just, 5 is stronger. We can do not left, but probably right on it, and we will get something. But let's just go ahead and do this and down it. There. So, and there's a few other reasons. Of course, I don't say everything I do, everything that I do, the thought behind it. It gets a little deeper sometimes. But just in general, I share with you a few concepts to placement. Okay. I think we have very good placement right now. And there are just, in general, going to be a lot of good placements because, this is a very offensively oriented board. You see there's a lot of production. There's a lot of coordinated. There's ore, there's a lot of wheat. Well, especially having us having the 8 wheat, right? It's going to be a little struggle with that 6, 11, 12 down there. And I'm pretty sure somebody may take that. We were right that the 6, 9, 5 would have been taken. I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping that 6, 11, 12 may be untouched. I doubt it because people are scared of the 12, 11. They think it's not strong. And so, but I would have taken actually the 6, 11, 12 if I were red or if I were orange. So right now I would take the 6, 11, 12. So as I took that road down, I'm guessing it's not going to last for us or open for us, but maybe 30% chance or so that we have that spot for us, and that would be nice. Anyway, we do have all possible resources, right? We have quite a bit of wood, and that wood port would be amazing for us having the 6 and 5 of wood. So that's nice. That's a weird, unexpected placement, I would say, but orange does need wheat, and so I wouldn't do the road that way. But and ore, so orange gets wheat and ore. And will red put it there as I thought? Yeah, so red did a good job in placing. Now we probably have the strongest initial setup. I don't know. I mean, it's all close, but let's see what happens. All right, let's have some fun. It's going well for us right now. Again, 11s and 3s would be so strong for us, and without a 7 hitting when we have multiple cards, more than 8 cards, or more than 7 cards. Dun, 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 dun. So I will probably place, like, I'm not building a road to 11-4 or anything. I'm going to bring the knight right here. I'm going to do the commodity, the science commodity, basically that paper, and we're going to call it turn. I don't want to go to that. I'm definitely trying to get that wood port first at the 8 wheat, but I'm worried, you know, black may go for that as well. Now, having a lot of cards is not a super good idea because the 7 will hit us. So sometimes I think the more cards I can use up, that's kind of not always the case, but the more cards you can use up without, you know, getting hit without ending your turn, oftentimes the better. And that, of course, can counter sometimes the better ideas that, for example, don't use your cards to get points, when having a lot of points will slow you down in a Cities and Knights game. Honestly, like, if you're the most points right now, like you get some printer or whatnot, guess what? You're behind. If we had 4 points, but because we got a printer, we would have been at last right now. And we had not, well, you know, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's definitely like a negative point almost, getting a victory point at this point. Just letting you know how I think. Okay, of course I'm not saying I'm right, but I do think there's a strong idea there. And I'm thinking, what about the inventor? Do you think we should do the 3 with the or the 11 sheep? I'm gonna do the sheep. It will help us settle, and nobody has that. Okay, I'm gonna switch it up with probably the 5 brick. Okay, not even, because if we do have eventually the aqueduct, we would have, right, if a 9 rolls, we get a free choice of a resource, and a 5 rolls, we would have gotten some sheep with the cloth and a wood, so that'd be nice. We do have that the wheat to protect our city. That's with our knight, activate our knight. That's nice. Let's do this here as we said, and we will also, let's go ahead and activate. Should we, or should we first do this? Let's try this. I'm gonna pretend like the wheat will definitely have another turn before the barbarians hit, so I'm gonna save that wheat. You'll see why. I will look a little weaker right now than and nobody has that. See, I would worry if somebody got maybe a resource monopoly, like if somebody had some cloth sacked, you know, from the what is it called? This right here, this yellow one is called, not the science, not the politics, but the I always forget the one that's, you guys know this. Let's see, what is it called? Science, politics, and the yellow one is the trade or something. Trade, commodities. Anyway, we can always find that information. But so let's see. I can probably Google search right now if you like. Let's see, but I'm not going to. Let's see. Let's do this. Colonist. So we have politics, science, and what commodities settlers of Catan. Let's try that. Trade, yeah, politics, science, and trade. There we go, and it has some cool information there for us if we ever need it. But yeah, our numbers are not rolling, as you can tell, actually. So we're struggling a little bit with the numbers, but that's okay. At least we have our city safe if we use up our, at this point, wheat that we exist. That's the best number we could have rolled right now, but we cannot still build a settlement and defend. So poor Orange, struggling with losing that city. It wasn't the most impressive cities, but it's a city nonetheless. 5 cards, right? 2 wheats and 3 ores, and that wheat will be hard for Orange to get. That, you know, that unless it gets like a, I don't know what. I mean, not getting any irrigation. But yeah, orange is struggling. Let's see. Can we get another wheat? Right? As far as getting more settlements besides the wood port, it's really kind of not many options I have. See, so I don't know. Maybe we should even like pull the road to defend that wood spot. Because if you do think about it, like what other good spot are we even going to settle on? Like there's not really many options for that. Like 11-4 brick, that's probably not going to happen for us. That's too long to get there. And it's not that great compared to the wood port. Imagine black gets it, then it's going to be a big challenge for us not to, not to. Let's do this. Let's see what how I can get maybe a wheat. Or you know what we can do? Is maybe we can go up here and we can also put a city wall. And that, in a way, saves us from getting a 7'd out. But of course, that's risky because imagine we do not get that wood port, right? The 9 rolled, so black has a lot of brick. That's gonna be tough. Imagine black does get a 6, a 8 for us, and hopefully black settles at that 3-1 port. But black may be a player strong to contest us. It's been a long time since I recorded anything for us, so that's why I'm kind of probably talking a lot, but good number for us there. It would be nice for somebody to actually build so we can use our Master Merchant card. If 3 points, somebody having more points than us, we could use it against them. Watch orange build, and that'd be actually very helpful for us. Poor orange, right? Because this is like last place for orange, and we're going to hit them. I think black may go for us. We'll see. If I were black, I'd hit us. Maybe 10 brick. But black did not hit us. Alright, I'll take it. Now, honestly, red has a good setup. Again, after that spot, that's a good spot for red to take. I think red has potential. I mean, anyone can win this. Orange is not going to have a wheat, though, so that's the thing I struggle with. Maybe we should wait and not just grab anything. Yeah, we have a city wall. I'm gonna save my Master Merchant because orange is not gonna have a wheat. I don't want to randomly mess up orange. Just really hope black doesn't get that wheat and settle on our wood port, because that would really hurt us. We're definitely ahead, in my opinion. This is very. I think most of us would agree on that, but everyone has a different thought. I would steal from myself from blue right now, us. If I were orange. Yep, blue and orange did. Orange knows what's going on. Didn't get the best card he probably wanted, that 8. But not many 8s have rolled. So, let's see what happens. Hopefully black's not... I'm worried about black settling on our wood port. Again, I'm just stressing so much that wood port. If we do have a good 6-5 on the, wood, and we don't have any other spots to settle on, so that's why I'm really worried about it. Every spot, you gotta take care of it. Every point, everything matters in cities and lands. What do? We risk it? I'm gonna be wise. I just don't like this idea of losing that spot. Let me do this. I'm not even gonna waste my knight potential there or anything. Let's do that. I rarely do that. I'm kind of greedy. I usually like to kind of risk it and all that, but in that regard, red's really strong now. Definitely the strongest city, everything. Let's see. I'm glad we said the Master Merchant to kind of slow red down a little bit. Here goes. At least we got a paper from red if we want to. Have to be worried about saving our city too. I don't remember if red will have an extra wheat, right? Because 11 rolled, and so that was a city and also had another wheat. Maybe red has one more wheat. We'll see. I could do like a wheat in a paper. Well, our numbers aren't really coming along for the fact that we have such good numbers. Right? It's like almost like the 6 is blocked. That's when I rolled. It's all right. Part of the game. We'll come back. I'm kind of confident we have this game. Like, I mean, it's not easy to say right away, but these players seem all right. But we're not playing against world champions. It feels like. I don't know. Red may not be so bad. We'll see. Hopefully we don't have to use a merchant. Okay, so we will probably use our merchant on the sheep already. Should we use them? Yeah, we have to. I'm gonna use that Smith, and I'm gonna do that. Final N8 rolls, but here we use that part. Sheep, and mainly we have now 4 points instead of just 3 because of the merchant, but that's okay. Just for those of us kind of initial to the game or newer to the game, notice that the Master Merchant, the reason I was able to use it is because I had just 3 points. In quotation marks, just, because we still are looking really well, but those points can hurt because remember, red had 4 points, so I had more, so I could steal 2 cards that I wanted to from red. Yeah. And orange, for example, like what imagine orange gets to the road, that would be such a terrible mistake, right? Because we'll probably get the sheep if black doesn't use up the sheep, and we actually have a merchant on the sheep if black doesn't. And I'm just so lucky black at going for red instead of us right now. The Master Merchant. It would be a big hit if we lost the 2 cards we have, or a few cards, And if I were black, I would definitely steal for myself. But we'll see what happens. Black's done well too. I don't know if I want to use up my mono, resource mono. Must have. This is a green card. I usually wouldn't do the green card, but we have 4 points. We have 2 good yellow ones. I don't want to get like merchant again. And the blue one, I like blue one, but if I was a little lower in the points, that's a good card. Let's do this. Let's trade a wheat for a sheep. I think somebody may give us that because, again, we need a sheep. Okay. I don't want to use a mono yet, That's the thing. Maybe we should steal. That's a good card for him. I made resource mono the woods and try to have a wood port, but yeah, black has less now. Oh well. Let's see what happens here. Let's do that. And just use it. Let's go for it. Let's get that aqueduct. It's very strong. Not always, but like I would not overestimate it. You know, sometimes I underestimate it. But yeah, aqueduct is a very strong thing to have. Let's try to get another city with our medicine card, unless we get spied or something. That was a bad use of mono with getting just three woods. By the way, that was like almost like a mistake that could hurt us if we we didn't if we're especially if we're kind of playing somebody really competitive as well, where we're very close off. And I don't want to diminish anyone's playing here. Actually, players are really good here. I'm pretty sure some of the best players here too playing. I'm not saying anything about myself. I'm just saying these guys seem like they know what they're doing. Everyone here's playing cities and nice like they know it. It's hard to tell sometimes if how good, how amazing somebody is. It depends on the play, the game even. Sometimes anybody can win, but sometimes no. It'll be nice to have 2 woods. We can get anything we want from those. And we gotta be nice to the orange because it's struggling a little bit. That's gonna be a good port for black. Black's looking strong. I'm gonna not activate that knight right now. I think Red's about to get our what is it? The aqueduct. Yeah, we're gonna definitely get our paper. We have nothing else to get for the commercial harbor. Let's see what we get. Another sheep. It's not bad for us. Interesting that red's still from black, but go. Maybe we'll put a knight on that a4. Activate some knights. I honestly like building on that 5 wood, the ore port. It may be just kind of hurting us and helping us by giving us an extra point, if you think about it. Poor black, and it's so hard. But black's definitely not better than third right now. Not having the aqueduct and whatnot. But black looks strong with the, you know, the brick port, all that, but, you know, it's 5 papers away from having aqua. Yeah, orange making mistakes. Orange is last right now, by the way. So everyone just notice, like in my opinion, and you know, I think most people's opinion, orange is in last place. Okay. Even though 7 points, most points, right? So just keep that in mind. Let's try. Let's just do this. You know what? Let's just, like I said, let's not build any points. Let's use our knights. And for when, you know, steal some cards from these guys. Should we build that 7th point? Yeah. I'm not gonna be conservative. I like kind of taking the win, like when I need to take the win, you know. We'll get this. We'll get this. Just let's be gradual with it, you know. Like metro, getting maybe 2 metros. That's what we're doing here. Like settlement. We'll get the settlement. We'll get maybe the road. You know, not the road. Never mind. But we'll get the settlement. You know, we'll see what happens. But 3 cards stolen from these guys would be nice, you know. We're gonna do that. Top right knight right there. Steal from black. Then we're gonna use this knight. Steal from red, and then that knight, and steal from red again. I'm worried red's gonna, you know, contest us definitely for the paper metro, right? And so we gotta slow red down a little bit. Red is definitely, I don't know if red is behind us in any form or fashion. Red's doing really well. So we need to step it up a little bit. But definitely not having more points than red is important right now. Especially us not really necessarily being much ahead. We'll probably change that 3 with the 9 ore. I'm thinking that would be the best way to go about. Black's looking strong. Maybe 10. Okay. Well, black only has 1 card, right? So let's do this. Let's switch. It'd be nice to get some more ores. Let's just do this. Yeah, let's limit red from getting so many coins here. Okay, so it's also kind of a defensive play, right? Then we have this. Definitely trying to steal from red, and then again from red. Let's do this, so red cannot use the knights. It's not a bad card. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Is maybe do this here. You know, maybe I should just do this right here, and go down 1 road, and not really mess around with some of those things. Let's see. That printer, you see, That's really hurtful for us. It's like the worst card we can get. Instead of getting some good, science card, we're getting robbed. You see? No red would have robbed us anyway, but let's make sure we have a wheat, right? So if we have a choose a card, we'll get a wheat, just in case we don't get an 8 rolling. I was actually thinking about considering that 2-5, so maybe settling there. It's an extra wood spot for us later, and orange wouldn't have a spot to settle. Let's consider that. I probably won't get there in time, but I don't want to do too much there to make it look like I am. Not a bad card roll for us. You know what? I don't want to settle yet. I'm going to do this. Let me do this as well. To just tie red and knights. Okay. Yeah, that's a big roll for red. We may have to now contest it going forward, and it's gonna be dangerous to there's just a 13-point game. Red already has about 10 points. If red wants for sure 9 here with the Metro. So let's be mindful of what we can do. Now remember, we have to probably get back that Metro somehow, right? Let's see. So now I was spy. Spy hasn't been used yet. Let's get some blue cards. Let's do that. I'm gonna start getting some woods to eventually maybe get back that Metro. And again, 6 rolls and we're not gonna get it back, but make red worried about a little bit. Let's see what happens. So red again has about, he's doing really well. Orange is thinking, or I don't know what orange is doing. That 6 is rolling around. Definitely helps us, but it doesn't hurt red. I don't think we're gonna be able to get that Metro this time around. Black's looking strong too, but definitely nowhere close to red. It's the bishop, and I don't want to really have red use knights. So we get 3, 3. We're definitely not getting more. Too many of these guys, but let's just pretend like this is all the papers. Nah. Because red has a lot of cards. You know what? We can do this. Because we can also later trade in the... Okay. Let's do that. Let's keep it there. I just don't want to get those 3 papers and make it look like, you know. But we have to do it in one turn, the 4 and the 5. Let's see what happens. This is a good commodity monopoly. What is this? Trade monopoly? Commodity monopoly. Let's see if red defends the metro. If red defends the metro, at least we didn't waste any cards. Let's see. So red is, you know, gotta be careful. Now red is on merchant. Does red have more merchants? Probably one more. I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 there. That depends on the card he got, or red got just now. So we have to overcome the 6 from roll. You know, we have to beat him before the 6 rolls. We're doing well. Again, I'm not saying we're behind by that. You know, not that hurt a lot. But at least red doesn't have another what is it? Red does not have another merchant. So as we're talking a lot, you know, we can possibly lose this game. But let's do our best. Red's not defending the paper metro, and that's huge. We can probably have a chance at it. It's really kind of the only thing that I can see that can help us at this point. But it's big. So the 6 rolls, we're there. We're surviving. That helps us. So we'll have, depending on how much they use, right? If black uses up the paper, it will hurt us. But we need more cards. Is red going to discard all of the papers? I wouldn't mind holding one for myself. Nope, red's holding the papers. Interesting. Black does a good, yeah, black's done a good job of slowing him down with the papers. Let's see if black got one though, because then we're not going to get any from the mono from black. Let's see. We can get 2 at least. And wood right now will help us. Let's do this. See how many we get. Is it 2 or 3? It's 2. So we just don't have enough. We can do, can't do 9, we can do, okay, that's not giving us anything, I'm pretty sure. Let's do this. Let's just wait it off. Let's use a card. Let's use a card. And let's do this and this. Red's gonna use a knight, so that's not helpful. Okay, it really is a big. If red defends the metro now, we're not gonna have much chance to come back, I think. Even though we can, no. But again, is red winning now or not? Definitely red is not winning this turn. It's 3 points is a lot of points being on merchant. You know, Has to settle. I mean, can't build another city yet. And you know, merchant. He's only 7 card. I mean, I don't think a red can even get 11 points, but we'll see. I mean, a lot of progress cards, right? So that's a lot of action that can be done. For instance, red could cut orange's road and get a road, and it can do a lot of things. We'll see what happens. Oh, well, red does defend the metro, but we made him work for it, so that's all right. We're not out yet. You'll see. We can do some magic. We got this. Okay, let's see what happens. 6 rolled. There's a lot of woods out there. Black's looking strong. Let me show you what we can do. What's black up to? Awesome. Black's ahead of red. It's close. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. Let's not give up. The 7th definitely would hurt us a lot, but listen. So sheep. Let's do this. Should we do woods or sheep? We probably should do sheep. Yeah, wood port. I'm probably gonna have to use the merge. Okay, there's that. We can get, let's see. We can just settle 2 times. Go for the metro. Let's say for the metro, I think we'll be okay. Let's do this. Let's just settle there. Let's should we take that? Nah, orange can't get the 3 points right there. Let's do this. Let's see, what can we do? We can do like another road, and I do not want to use, I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna let it go. I definitely don't want to use right now the merchant. If black had it, it'd be different. Black's closer to winning. A lot of cards though for red. If red cuts orange's road, Yeah, red wins. May have that opportunity. Settle and road. Yeah. That's not that many cards that red needs. And I think red's a good player. Maybe red has this game right now. See what happens. Hopefully red doesn't run away with it right now. But red could get again road by cutting oranges and getting road and going down one and settling. So red pretty surely has this game, but making a mistake. Yeah. So he's going for that metro. He's not getting the metro from us, I think. We'll see. Even if the metro that red gets that metro, it's better than us losing the game right away. So we'll see what happens. 12 points is not 13. Remember, we can still bring red down 1 point because we have the merchant, and maybe black has a merchant that. Wow. Well, let's see what happens. That's a good mono, actually. That brick mono. Especially red not having any brick. But yeah, cutting road down would still be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 roads for orange, and really tough to or red would need 3 more roads to get like around the loop and go and run right to get 8 road total, right? So, but red has at least the not the win, but we'll go up to 12 and then back down to 11 points with the merchant. I'll definitely use a master merchant on whoever it needs to be, etc. Is it a good game or not? Imagine red settles right now and all the talk I did. It'd be funny, but it can happen. Nope, not yet. Not a good game yet. What do we do? Let's see. We should go for. We can get the metro, road. Let's get a wheat just to on the safe side. Our cards are not super duper amazing here. Hopefully orange settles at that 3 sheep spot. Oh wow, orange didn't settle anywhere. Well, if you don't settle at that sheep spot, then that's gonna be tough to do anything. I don't think black's gonna win by using up those cloths. Alright, how can we win this? So we can get 9 points. Maybe 11 with road. The brick monopoly hurt us a lot, but we could if that's all we did. Can black win this right now? Watch black win this. Nope. Well, then we're gonna have to probably somehow slow black down, I think. I don't know. Or red. Because red settles in city. And so that's 2 points for red right there. Definitely have to master merchant red. Regardless, I don't think we won this. Let's see. We would need a lot of cloths to come back. You have to hurry up. cloth there. And there's a, what should we get? Can we do it like this? Let's do this. Okay, here goes. We don't have it. Just don't have it. Do we? We can help Red lose a city, okay? Because we have to use that for a knight, let's see. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Gotta risk it a little bit. Let's do this. And so we can try to do that. Let's do that. That's all I can really think of doing. We need that barbarian to come and it didn't. So, a long game. We can't do it. Okay, that's all we could really do. I didn't know what other options. We could do a little bit more on our end based on, but more points, but we couldn't win. 3 more points, what is that? Like we could do maybe 1 more Metro 12 or something. Oh well, that was a good game though. You see, wow, and we just had a good big loss. That's a big loss. So nice to see that it's all real deal stuff here. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. You can comment. You can we can look at some overview some of the results, nice stats, and you can talk about what happened there. There's our resource stats, and look at this ponkacheese. We got a lot of cards and stuff, and I don't know. You can look at that if you like. I usually don't look at it as much as others. I just kind of like the overall gameplay. But anyway, nice playing with everybody and sharing with you this, and hope you have a great year. Bye.